Hey, welcome back to my grow room. My name is Christopher as always. I am finally going to repot and severely prune my bonsai Jade. It's been in this plastic 3D printed pot for at least a couple of years now, and I finally have a true bonsai pot. So that's what we're going to do today, so stay tuned. Time really do fly. About 5, 6, 7 years ago, I grew this thing from just a single leaf. I was at a garden center and they had a huge, beautiful jade plant like this on display, and it had dropped some of the leaves. I guess it broke off during handling. And I just grabbed one of the leaves, stuck it in my pocket, got it home, put it in soil and rooted it. And this is what it looks like now. I did 3D print a pot a few years ago. It's really crusty now because of not being repotted for, I'm guessing 3 years, maybe 2-3 years since the last time I did repotting. I've been pruning it a little bit here and there, but nothing severe. So what I'm thinking of doing today, I have my bonsai soil. This is a clay-based bonsai soil, and to be honest, everything that I do is inspired by Nigel Saunders at KW Bonsai channel. I'm going to link to his channel and you should definitely go check out his videos. And if you're like me, you like to enjoy garden content, just somebody working on something with passion for 40 minutes, then definitely you should check out his channel and go subscribe to him. He's a fantastic creator. So what I understand, and this is a very fiddly plant. It will break if I try to take it out now of the pot and rinse out the soil and try to repot it. I will most definitely break some of this plant off. And also, I'm not sure, I want to grow this as a bonsai for many years. And with that, I really need to take a look at the structure of the tree and see where I want to take it. It's a bit difficult now with all the leaves to see exactly how that's going to look. So what I'm thinking of doing is just grab a pruner, and I'm thinking of just defoliating the whole thing. It's gonna take me forever, and I'm not gonna bother you with watching that because it's gonna take forever. So what I'm going to do is to just strip the whole thing, and I'll get back to you and we will see how we can rake out the roots. I have a small rake. It's really dense down there. It's probably very root bound, and I probably gonna need to do some root pruning on it also. But yeah, I'm just gonna defoliate the whole thing and I'll get back to you. Okay, the job is done. And as you can see, I don't know how many hundred leaves these are, but there are quite a lot of these. I am going to save just a few of them and I'm going to throw the rest of them away. It's just too many. The next thing that we're going to do now is to focus on the plant, and we're going to look at the structure and see what we need to prune and how we want it to look in the future. Before I started this process, I made sure that the soil was dry, and this is really important because when you're defoliating a plant, it has nothing to store the moisture. So if you have it soggy and watery in the beginning, it's going to be a mess once you defoliate everything. And especially with these succulents like the jade, it's not going to take well to being moist at this point. So what we're going to do now is to just look around and see if we can find something that we want to redo. As you might have noticed, there's one plant here and also one here. I'm not sure if this one is attached to the mother plant, but at least this one is going to go. But I was thinking with this smaller one, I 3D printed a pot. So I wanted to try to see if I can make another bonsai just as a start for a new one. And 3D printing is so much fun. Maybe we should do more 3D printing here. I don't know if you can see perfect from there. Maybe I'll bring the camera a little bit closer and we can look at the structure here, and I can say a few things about what I really am looking for in this plant. So what we're looking for when we're growing a bonsai like this. To be honest, I am really not an expert on growing bonsai, but I just know how I like to see my plants grow, and that's just what I'm going to base it on. If it's outside what a true bonsai should look like, I really don't care. This is just my project here in the garden. What I'm looking for now is I want to see a branch structure that really moves outside from the main trunks of the tree. Now I could grow this, as you can see, I have one main branch, trunk going up here, and I have another one here, and it's split on the base. And that's probably not a good look for a bonsai, but again, I don't care about that. I do like it, and I'm going to keep the two parts of the plant growing. So what we're looking for next is crossing branches. We want to trim everything down, and I also want to reduce the height of the tree a little bit because it's getting a bit too tall for my taste now, and we want to promote the new growth from the bottom and see how we can get this moving in the future. So the first thing that I'm going to do is to just take off this one because it's just annoying. This could be also just rooted, and you would have a good start already. It could be perfect for a pot like this. But yeah, that's a little bit outside of what we're doing today. Now, if you can see this branch, you can see it's growing from this trunk here, and it's moving straight into and in front of the other main stock of this, and it's really not a good look. I think we're just going to snip this one off, and I don't have good tools for this kind of work. I really need to invest in some really good bonsai tools. So if you have any recommendation on what I should get, just let me know in the comments, because I really love this type of plant. It's kind of my yoga, and I would like to continue and growing the interest of the bonsai, but I really need some good clippers and rakes and everything to be able to fully enjoy this hobby. This one is gone, and now if we take a look around, we can see some stranger things. Like for instance, this branch, it's not ideal. I don't like it. It feels like it might also be in the close proximity of being broken. Also, this is just typical for this type of plant when you get so much growth on top, and it really starts to weigh down the branches, and then you end up with something like this. And I don't feel like this is a good look for the plant for the rest of the time. It's been going a little bit too far down for my taste. So off. And also we have this one. I really don't like it. But let's see. I have this structure here where I have this one growing in the middle of the two main ones, and as you can see it there, it's kind of a big deal to take it away. I probably should take it off if we think maybe 5-10 years in the future. It would be nicer to have this one on this side and this main one on the other side, and not have this one going in the middle and kind of ruining the layout of this. It's a big cut. I wasn't planning on doing that today, but maybe we should. It definitely feels like it's misplaced. I am so scared of doing a cut like this, but maybe in the end it will be a nicer view for the plant. I think we're going to take it off. Holy moly, this is a big cut for me. And I don't have the correct tool for this also. Like this. Now this is a beautiful cutting. Maybe we should root this instead of this. Yeah, definitely. Okay, this was severe. I'm going to just try to clean up a little bit. Now I'm going to get a knife and I'm going to clean up the wounds a little bit afterwards. But now let's just continue to look at... Yeah, I think that was the correct choice. It's definitely opening it up a little bit more and making the lines more visible. We also have this thing here. It's kind of just growing back into the main. I'm at least going to take it down. It's not a good look. It shouldn't be 3 branches from the same. So I think this one is also coming off. Yeah. I think we should take off this one. As Nigel says, here we go. Yeah. It's so hard to see how things are going to look after you've done a big prune. And I'm going to get critiqued by this because it's not as easy as it looks. Yeah, this doesn't look right. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we should also just get away with making the whole tree a little bit shorter. Maybe that could help. It is very large up here, and I like to keep it as small as possible. Just a preference of taste. Just give me a few minutes, and I'll just take a look at this with some fresh eyes. Okay, so I've looked at it and I'm not sure about what to do with this situation over here. It doesn't look right, but I'm not sure what to do with it and I don't want to make any hasty decisions. So what I'm going to do now is to just try to keep it a little bit shorter, and then I will repot it and I will look at it in the coming weeks to see if I can see something in the shape of this that I like. And then I can do some more pruning on it at a later stage. First, I want to cut these down. They're too tall, and I would like to see if I can at least get it down to there, and also there. These are also nice cuttings. Now it's just a matter of cleaning it up a little bit. It's getting too tall almost everywhere here, and yeah, I need to shorten it a little bit. And it will grow out new tips on every single one of these. It will start to produce new blooms and new leaves. So I'm not too worried about cutting off, because it's gonna grow super fast all the way back. It was growing for the size of it and for the pot size and everything, it was growing very fast. Okay, let me just clean it up and I'll get back to you. So I did a little bit more pruning, and I also took off one of the main branches. It's just those Y splits. It doesn't look too funny. I like it to sway a little bit more. And yeah, I think this is something that we could start with. Still not sure about this one. Even not sure about this one. It all, it's kind of, the more you chop away, the more you feel like it's not going where you want it, and you all end up just chopping off everything. So I'm gonna stop it there and move on to the next step, which is to get everything out of this pot. And I think when I printed this pot, this wasn't my design, and it has a horrible thing that it has a lip, and that makes it really hard to get it out once it's really stuck in there. But I feel like we are getting somewhere here now. Yeah, this is just a brick. And the soil is, it's the correct bonsai soil, but it's so many years old now that it really just starts to tear apart. I'm going to rake this whole thing out now and see what the root system looks like. I think I did root pruning on it at one point, but it's a long time ago and I don't remember what I did, or even if I did anything at all. So I'm not expecting this to be very nice, but yeah, it's probably gonna need a little bit of pruning, I guess. So now I have raked out everything, and it's actually not looking too bad. I have some surface roots all the way up here, and I think they're going to stay for now. I really don't know too much about root pruning. The only thing that I don't like is this root that goes straight down. It also has this one coming right beside it. And I think that I can get rid of those without hurting the plant too much. So let's take those off, and I don't think I'm going to do much more with it right now. It's gonna take some time to adjust, and I did rake out a few of the roots. It was really, really compact. I should have done the repotting a year ago or something, I think. So what I'm going to do now is to get it in the pot, and we're going to see if we can find a nice place for this to sit. I'm just gonna prepare the pot and I'll be right back. I just put in some drainage screen to cover up the holes in the bottom, and now I'm just gonna put in a small first layer so we have something to base the plant on. Now let's prepare the tree, and I haven't picked a good front for it yet, but I'm looking at it. I feel like this maybe? Something like this? Yeah. Let me see. The big trunk comes towards the viewer. Not sure. Yeah, I think we're gonna do it this way. It's not the end of the world. I'm going to live with this plant for many, many years to come. And I will most definitely be doing more work to it in the future. So for now, I think we're just going to place it there, and I'm gonna make sure that it stays a little bit on top, but not too much. And I wanna make sure that I get the soil down into the roots also. So I'm just gonna tamper with that, and I'll be back with the finished product. So here we are at the end. I think it turned out nice. I have a beautiful pot. I got it for my birthday from my mother, so I'm really happy about that. And it is a really nice pot. I also did pot up just one of these. For the succulents, you would like to have them callus over before you plant them. But I figured I'm just gonna stick it in the soil. I'm not gonna water it for at least a week, maybe 2. And then I can start watering it slowly and see. We will get some root production on it. For this one, I'm just going to put in a little bit of water. Not too much, but just to make sure that it gets a little bit water now in the beginning. And that's gonna be enough for a while. It stays here in my grow room, and I have a dehumidifier, and it takes out a lot of moisture from the soil, so I'm not expecting it to get overwatered based on this. Okay, leave your constructive criticism in the comments, and let me know what I did wrong, and also let me know which branches I should focus on moving forward with this tree. Thank you. This has been Christopher and my beautiful plants saying, what do I say? May the force be with you.